Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing Thai immigration. We're specifically discussing it in the context, or I should say in the foreground, of this COVID-19 situation in the background. And I've had a lot of people contact me and ask me, how long do I think this is going to last? All these sort of rather more heightened restrictions on people being able to come in, the issues associated with getting a visa in Thailand, the lack of an ability to do border runs or visa runs. How long do you think it's going to last? Well, in point of fact, I have to say I don't know specifically. I don't have a specific date for people as to when exactly this will come to an end. That stated, there are certain dates that are, in my opinion, illuminating as far as policy thinking on the subject. So one date is September 26th. That's when the end of the Thai immigration amnesty will conclude. So I don't think they pick dates like this out of thin air. I think that they do pick these dates with the idea in mind that maybe things will have materially changed between now and that date. Again, it all remains to be seen, but I do think at least immigration policymakers here probably think something will have substantially altered between now and the end of September 2020. Meanwhile, and this was discussed in a couple publications months ago and was not really brought up. I didn't even bring it up because it's not really overly pertinent to the main audience of this channel, but they did grant an amnesty to a lot of migrant workers that were already in Thailand when this all broke out. They granted an amnesty for those folks into November. So where September may be one's first starting point for an analysis of when things are going to fundamentally change, November may be the second point there where things may have dramatically altered with respect to ability to come and go from Thailand. Now, we may not be done with all the restrictions, but the borders may be more opened up and we may see things in a different light come November. Finally, December, the end of the year, that always is kind of a watershed moment with immigration. Generally speaking, when major policy shifts are coming into effect with Thai immigration, we usually see it in the first quarter. I don't know what it is. There's some kind of a psychological phenomenon in people's brains where they just kind of, they just pick, it's not exactly an arbitrary date, but they just pick the end of the year as the place where this policy will stop and this policy will end. So those would be my main dates for looking at it when looking at an analysis of seeing things materially change with respect to the immigration system here in Thailand. That stated, I could be wrong. Things could move much more quickly or much more slowly. So we will keep you updated on this channel as the situation progresses.